This is the Inspired Journey podcast, a mother and daughter growing across generations, having honest conversations about life, faith, and rising into who we're meant to be. Let's dive into today's conversation.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Inspired Journey podcast. I'm the co-host, Karen, the mom of the duo, and this is Kashae, the teenager in the group. And I just have to get this thing started because I don't know when this is going to stop. So we're just, this is one of those times we're gonna just roll with it. And so when Kashae's like came in and as a joke asked me like, what are we doing? And I said, well, I got 5 minutes left to decide.
Yeah.
Well, here I'm down to 10 seconds. And so what I do know is that I didn't want to talk about identity and I didn't want to talk about weight and different things. And so who knows, it probably will circle back to one of those. But let's talk about some perspective because I like perspective.
Yeah.
Just because, as an adult, as a coach, as a different teenager, different things like that, we can just we can all relate in some sort of way.
Yeah.
So let's dive in about some perspective. And I'll start off with some coaching mojo. It's very freeing, okay, when you can have a perspective that is healthy. Let's just use that word since we're a healthy vibe.
Yeah.
And so Dr. Paul Jenkins, if you have not looked him up, I'm going to drop his website in the show notes, okay? He is parenting. Actually, I'm going to drop his YouTube channel because his YouTube channel is just like way cool, okay? And his perspective is that I was a clinical psychiatrist helping 6 people, 7 people a day on a good day. Now I'm helping millions on YouTube. And so anyways, I'm going to drop his YouTube channel in the show notes because what he taught and about his models and his perspective is the very first one I learned was that it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
No drama involved. So it is what it is. And you know what? I just remember sometimes as a child, and you know what? And now as a parent, sometimes I just feel like saying, it is what it is, deal with it. Okay, but now from as a coaching mom, it's like, you know what? Sorry, I'm sweet. Sorry, honey. It is what it is, but you know what? It could be worse and it could be better.
Mm-hmm.
And that really helps the perspective of it could be worse and it could be better. So I don't know. I mean, like, for example, for graduation this year, um, as a mom, it's hard to see the kids leave and different things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? When I, as a coach mom now, you know what? I just had so much gratitude at graduation because I realized that, you know what? Change, this is too, it is what it is. Change is change. Change
Mm-hmm.
and hard is hard, but we always say change is hard. See, that's adding in details that it is not is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because graduation is a graduation. Graduation wasn't hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what we thought about graduation, now that makes the difference. Okay.
Yeah.
But just knowing that when I would compare that I am not bringing Jake to some military base to be dropped off, who knows who and who knows where,
Mm-hmm.
okay? That just brought so much gratitude, to know that he is going to work for a Christian employer, one that's not going to lead him astray, and to know that that we have planted the seeds of faith in him and that we have to pray that God waters those seeds. That just makes it so much joy. So the perspective is just that, you know what? It's how we choose to think about it, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like you make things whatever you want it to be. And then those are the stories that we have to check ourselves. So
Yeah.
something very neutral, very undramatized, we cause drama around it. A
Mm-hmm.
human being causes drama around it.
Yeah.
So, what is something that you can take away from perspective, or what are you going through?
Well, for perspective, and it is what it is. For me right now is my school. I did not. I started late and then I fell behind and then one thing after another. So I am doing my mid semesters right now. And well, it's like it could be worse. I could not be graduating, and that would stink. Or I could be done, and that could be better. But you know what? I was like learning. I don't have to add any drama to it. I could now I can work through it and get done. And it just is what it is. And I'm doing it now, and we're just gonna keep doing it. And what also I just know for few future years, my last 2 years of school I'll have after this is like, kind of what to do and what not to do and how to do
Mhm.
it. So I definitely learned a lot this year, school wise, studying wise, and everything that can make life so much easier. It doesn't have to be hard. It's like I took my two hardest subjects, which is biology and geometry this year, and it's just like when everyone's like, it's so hard, I'm like, well, I walked in with the mindset it doesn't have to be hard, and it's made it so much easier. I was like, so definitely when we don't add drama into things that don't need to be dramatized, it's just so much easier.
Well, so I will have to say, and I give credit to Kashae here that um, it was a little bit of a struggle here at the beginning of the school year. I know you had some despair,
Hmm.
but I put on my coaching and just said, hey, you know what? And I taught her about it is what it is. And it's still possible, that you can work ahead. You can do this.
Hmm.
Um, and this is then where I want to talk about toxic positivity. And it was really special Sunday night down there in Florida. We just had a few of us there and we ended up being spread out. So I was walking with Kashae and we're talking about covering up feelings. And I was like, toxic positivity is something that's been, I don't know, it's one of those phrases that I just I'm not really sure what people are meaning when they're talking about it.
Yeah, and to where a place where it's like being like for like the subject we were talking about, you were saying, as long as this is not toxic positivity, it is okay.
Yeah.
And where I was just like, yes, because I have learned to let go where it is not toxic anymore, where I'm just like, yeah, I'm totally great. Where it's like actually
Hmm.
like it is okay and it is good. Where it's like you have to like sometimes coach yourself or have someone great like mom who will help coach you through things so
Yeah.
you don't have to have toxic positivity.
Yeah. And so I want to dive into just like a topic here because I feel like hidden emotions are huge. Okay. Our body remembers, our cells are listening to our thoughts. So when you
Hmm.
start with all the statements that I can't and I'm not worthy and all those negative things, your cells are listening to that and your body's preparing not to do anything.
Hmm.
Um, but back to the toxic positivity is um, we'll just be like, suck it up. It just is what it is. Deal with it. I just was listening to Let Them Again by Mel Robbins.
Hmm.
Very good book. It's a lot. I actually have not listened to the whole thing yet. It's taken me 2 months to listen to what I have.
Yeah.
But you know what? Acknowledge your feelings.
Yeah.
Acknowledge your emotions. You know what? This just really makes me angry.
Hmm.
Okay? And you know what? And you sit there in that anger and then you release it.
Hmm.
And and as children, Mel Robbins was just saying like how children are not emotionally regulated.
Yeah.
Okay. And so when you sit here and scream at a child to be quiet, stop it, knock it off, I'm going to smack you, guilty. Okay. I'm guilty, but I hope that I have a different perspective moving forward now. Okay. I cannot unknow what I know now from Mel Robbins.
Hmm.
But just watching you, for example, and how you have come control of your emotions. And I feel like you tell me now, like, I am just, don't even know, I'm just frustrated. And it's like, and just feel the frustration,
Hmm.
but just don't stay there.
Yeah.
Because as an entrepreneur, you're going to find more frustration and more block walls that you're going to take apart
Hmm.
and just sit with the frustration and don't stay. So that's where I just say, don't cover up the emotions, okay?
Yeah.
Deal with them. And you can, I learned this in coaching school. You can process emotions in 90 seconds. If you just sit there and just be like, oh, okay, then it's over in 90 seconds.
Yeah. And it's just more some people they like sitting in their emotions and then they like that victim mindset, even though if you told them they're in a victim mindset, they'd probably be like, no, I am not. I'm feeling these rightly.
Yeah.
It's like, and there's probably ways to rightly just feel the emotions, let them out, and then versus having that victim mindset where it's like these problems are so whatever, the world is against me.
Yeah.
That's when it gets to unhealthy emotions.
Yeah, staying there. And you know what? And sometimes, you know what? Okay, there are times when the hurts are deep, very, very deep, and you have to deal with them, and they come, and you have a wound, okay?
Yeah.
And the thing is that we get those wounds healing, but don't pick the scabs, okay?
Yeah.
So that will be an advanced coaching topic someday.
Yeah.
We will definitely talk about that someday. But,
Mhm.
so yeah, that's my perspective. It just is what it is. I mean, this podcast, it just is what it is.
What it is.
And you know what? That we're open to.
We're open to topics. I mean, we've literally sat here and then we were like, oh, should we talk about perspective? And then started the video. It's just like, you know what? It is what it is. And you know what? I think this is a great chat today. So,
Yeah.
no, it is what it is. And it is good. It's not good. That's labeling.
Right. Yeah.
It was fun chat today.
Let's just go with that. And it's still labeling, even fun. And you know what? It's like this podcast, boy, I'm telling you, putting it up next to Sadie Robertson's, it's probably kind of redneck, but then putting it to even episode 1 for us, boy, we're doing great.
Amazing.
That's great, you guys. We'll see you all next week. And I have no idea what we're talking about, but we'll let you know then.
We'll see you then. Bye.
That was redneck.
That's okay. Thank you so much for spending this time with us on the Inspired Journey podcast. If this conversation has resonated with you, we'd be so grateful if you shared it with a friend or on your social media. That's how we keep these conversations growing. We'll see you next time as we keep rising and growing, perfectly imperfect.